Hi.
Hi, are you sure this course is just for 2499?
Yes, and you know this is the only course with this expertise across the world.
No way!
Yes way. Don't delay. Enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Hi.
Hi, are you sure you can prepare for product based companies through this course?
Yes, sitting at home?
No way!
Yes way. Don't delay. Enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Yes.
Hey, what do you mean by a self paced course?
Well, the course material is available in the form of video lectures. And there are multiple practice problems that come along as well. So, you can access all of it anywhere, anytime. And they are available to you for lifetime.
No way!
Oh, yes way. Don't delay and enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Hey, hi everyone. Good evening to you all. Welcome to our live mock DSA session. And let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Suniti, and I'm a mentor at Geeks4Geeks. And today we have Abhishek with us for the session. So, yeah, hi Abhishek, how are you?
Ma'am, good ma'am.
All right, Abhishek, can you quickly just give us your introduction?
Uh, thank you for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. Myself Abhishek Thakur, and I am pursuing my bachelor's degree in computer science and engineering in CSC in RCC Institute of Information Technology College, which is situated in Kolkata in West Bengal. So basically, I'm a competitive programmer and have much more if proficient knowledge in DSA skills, and I have solved many problems in DSA based problems in GFG, several platforms like GFG, HackerRank, CodeChef, LeetCode, and currently I am also learning in web development, and I have made several of websites and my portfolio website, and currently I'm working on React Node.js, and apart from it, I have done some of the internship. As a technical content writer in GFG and published so many DSA based articles till now I have completed 13, and for going forward for more writing several of articles, and I have improved many articles. And apart from it, I have also done web development internship in Let's Grow More, and created a stock market prediction by using NumPy pandas. These are the libraries are there. So this is all about myself. So
Yeah, so thank you, Abhishek, for such a wonderful introduction. And here you are for the interview. So, okay, what I'll be doing is I will just share a doc link with you. And in that, I'll be writing the questions and then we can start solving them, all right? And then here we have people who are wishing you all the best. So, yeah, let us start. Can you just share, just a second. Okay. Can you share your screen and open this Google Doc?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And hi everyone, welcome to our session. Very pleased to see you all here.
My screen is visible, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, it is visible. Can you please go to the top part?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just a second. I've sent you a new link. You can try opening that. There was some.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
just refresh it. Yes. Yeah. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll be just sharing the first question with you. And the question is, given an array of size n, find the element which is occurring more than n by 2 times. So let me give you a test case to you. Test case number 1. Say for example, the array is 3, 3, 3, 1, 2. Okay. So the answer for this will be 3. All right. And here we have a test case 2. Let us say the elements are 1, 2, and 3. And in this case, the output will be -1. All right. So you are being given an array, and the size of the array is n. You need to find an element which is occurring more than n by 2 times. All right. And in case there is no such element, then you can return -1. So in the first test case, there are 5 elements, right? And 3 is occurring 3 times, which is more than n by 2. All right. So that's why we have printed 3. In the next test case, there is no such element. That's why we have printed -1. Okay. So
Okay.
uh, let me write the sorry, array and say the sizes. Okay. So this is a function that is given to you, and we need to complete this function.
Ma'am, the very first thing which I can do over there, like we will calculate the frequency of each number which is present in the whole array. So
Okay.
after that, calculating the whole, frequency of every number, and we will find the highest frequency number. If the count is greater than n by 2, then it will present more than n by 2 times digit.
Okay.
Suppose
So yeah, yeah. Go on.
it will take a time complexity of order of n, but it will create an extra space, and also or linear time complexity with an extra space if you're using a hash map, and or by using an ordered map.
Okay, so according to your approach, you will be counting the occurrence of all the elements, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
And then you will be storing it inside the hash map. Okay,
Yeah.
so can you write down the code for it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can I write over the doc file, or any kind of editor?
Okay, just a second.
Ma'am, here.
Yeah, I have shared you the GFG practice link. Okay, so yeah, you can click that and you can start writing your approach there.
Okay.
Yes.
Ma'am, this one. Okay. Ma'am, first thing I can use.
All right. Can you please tell us what you have done?
Ma'am, firstly, I have created a unordered map, and then I will counting the frequency of each number which is present in the
Okay.
whole array. And
Okay.
then, ma'am, we are assuming that the maxi element currently is zero, and then we are doing the operation like after that we will create another variable like array of zero. Assume that r is equals to zero for referencing another variable. If x dot second is uh, greater than of maxi, then max is equal to zero. Just hold on.
Yes.
R is equals to x dot first. Ma'am, here what I have done over there, like we have created a variable maxi, which will count the maximum count of is that digit in the map. Like in the first example, like 1 2 3, one is present in the whole area in one occurrence, and two is present the whole array by single time, and three is present in the array single. So each element in the whole array are occurring in only once. So it will not satisfy the given condition because it is already mentioned over there, like element that appear more than n by 2 times in the array, we need to find that element. So we have created a maxi element, and it will count the frequency of each digit. And by using map, we have just taking the max value, and the what the digit will be we are storing here. And after
Okay.
that, if the count of maxi element is greater than n by 2, size by 2, size by 2, then we will return r, otherwise we will return -1.
All right. All right. So tell me, what is the time complexity and space complexity of the code?
Ma'am, it will take a time complexity, linear time complexity, and space. It will also take a order of n.
Okay, so as space is also taken is order of n,
Yeah.
so can you suggest of any approach which will use the constant space?
Yeah, ma'am. Another approach is there. Like if firstly we will sort the whole array, and we will count the adjacent element, how many time a single element will present by its adjacent, so that we will count and we will store the each frequency of each element, and we will update the max count. But it will take a time complexity of n log n
Yes.
for using sorting algorithm. And after that, space complexity will be 1.
Exactly. So we have managed here to reduce the space complexity, but here the time complexity is n log n. So I want you to give me any approach in your mind which will take a linear time and constant space.
Linear time and constant space. uh,
All right. First of all, can you just please try to compile and run this code?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
It will showing an error. Oh, size I have.
Actually, in the line number 26, I guess you have written this wrong spelling for first.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So it is showing, then we are submitting.
Yes.
I'm correct.
Yes, great. So your code is correct, but yeah, any linear time approach in your mind?
uh, Just a second, ma'am.
Yes, take your time. No issues. All right. Have you heard of something voting algorithm? There is a voting algorithm by certain name. Have you heard of that?
Voting algorithm. No,
All right.
ma'am.
All right. No issues. Yes, you have done the code. So, like, we are getting the correct answer here. No issues. Okay, so that's correct. Let us move to our second question. Okay. I will write it in just here. So, the second question is uh, you are given a vector of strings. Okay. Write a code in all elements together. Let me give you the case, just this one. We have had that and here. So the output for this will be ACT, CAT, and AC, and in the next slide it will be NAT. Okay. So the question statement that we have here is you are being given a vector of strings, okay, and you have to write a code which will print all the anagrams together. So you are familiar with what anagrams are?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So you need to print all the anagrams together, and I will share the question link with you. There you go. First of all, just explain me the approach that you are going to use for this question, and then you can start solving the question, right? Is the question statement clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, first approach is coming to my mind that we will create another vector array where each string contains a sorted array of which is related to the previous vector array which is given. So suppose, ma'am, A, C, T are there, so we will sort it, and it will act like the same A, C, T, and CAT then we will sort the CAT, then it will rearrange to ACT also. So after that,
Okay.
by using sorting of each string, then we will count the frequency of each strings, like so. And by using their not frequency, we will count, ma'am, we will count the index of each what even
All right. See, you said that you will be sorting all the strings, right?
all the
But
strings. Yes, ma'am.
yes, let us say you have sorted CAT, and then in the output we will be getting it as ACT, right? But when you are printing the output, you must keep in mind you don't need to print ACT. It should be CAT. So you will need to recover the original string, right? So yeah, keep that in mind.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please let me know what approach you are going to use here?
So, ma'am, first I will sort all those strings. Then we will we will iterate by using iterating. We will
Okay.
create a pair
And then,
in a string and it's indexed. And after that, we will sort that string by using their adjacent elements. Ma'am, can you write this code or then I will explain?
okay, okay, go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. Let's compile. Iterate.
Okay, I mean, what is it that is currently coming in your mind? I mean, after sorting it, what are you planning to do
Ma'am,
with that?
I will create a sorted string and its index. We will make a pair between those two stuffs, and then we will sort again that vector, and it will come to the adjacent side. Then we will index those elements with the original string list.
Okay,
Right,
do you
ma'am?
think it is going? Okay, go ahead if you think it will work.
Come to adjacent. Um,
All right. Let me just uh,
Ma'am, before
help.
that, I will also set. We will use set list.
Do you think you can
String.
use some another data structure here which can be of help? Like, okay, what are we trying to do is we want to group all the strings, like which are anagrams together, right? So maybe you can use some data structure which can put all the strings with the same number of characters in a bucket, right? Like say ACT, all the strings
Yeah.
that are anagram to it can be put into a one bucket, and then so which data structure can be used to club all the strings which belongs to the same category? Like say whenever we are finding in the previous question you used an ordered map, right, to find the occurrence of an
Yeah.
element. So here we are doing the same thing. We are finding how many times the anagrams are occurring, right, without we are doing that thing. So maybe you can use a hash map here to store the element with the same frequency of characters together,
Yes, ma'am.
because that thing is done in hash map, right? You can use
Yes, ma'am.
increment. So maybe you can try using hash map.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
All right. Why are you using vector int? Okay,
Uh, Ma'am,
you will be
after
using
sorting
this.
it, yes, ma'am.
Sorry, index
Like
number.
it will store the all the indexings after the similar element like ACT after sorting CAT also will be there. So it will store the index of every anagrams.
Okay, okay, I got it. I got it. Okay, continue with the coding.
X,
All right.
Then ma'am.
Okay, just compile and run. Okay, line number 20. Okay, let it just compile.
X.
Line number 26. Can you please explain what you have done there?
Ma'am,
In the line number 26.
firstly I have created a yeah. Ma'am, firstly we have created a vector and vector A, and then we are storing the oh shit, ma'am. Oh, something is missing. X dot second, but because of it will storing the vector of that hash map. As
Exactly. Yes, now I get it.
not
Okay,
correct,
x dot
ma'am.
second. Maybe you just want to erase that v. All right. See here, you have already created a vector int a which is storing x dot second. You can just directly write a v dot pushback a, right? Because it is already containing the vector. So that will do the work. Are you getting my point? What I'm saying? That inside a we already have the strings, right? So no, you okay? You have taken the index value. All right. Okay. Now you can just compile and run your
Yeah.
code.
An error. Just hold on, ma'am. Just a second. String list. Yeah, I.
Okay, see, you can save your writing. What you can do is you can pushing back the index value, right? So rather than pushing back the index value, can you just directly push back the string itself? So you will not need to find the strings present at that index value again, right? Why you are pushing back index value? Directly push back the string itself. Okay, you understood what I tried to say?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I
Okay.
list. I will directly store the string well
Yes, exactly.
instead of indexing. Right.
Exactly. Instead of storing the index, and then you can
So
directly push it back inside your vector. All right.
yeah, fine. Now
Maybe
it is
you don't
correct.
need. Okay. You can you don't
Compilation.
need to run the loop like the loop
Oh,
that you have written in the line number
a
20.
string, ma'am.
You don't
I have
need now,
clicked
right?
here.
Okay, and you can remove that loop. You can directly push back a of I. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
All right. And now you can submit it.
So, and,
Have you done the submission?
yes, ma'am. It's giving wrong answer. Just
All right. Okay. See what in line number
I saw
25
it.
to Okay, in line number 25 to 32, what you are doing is you are running a loop, right? I mean, we don't need to run a loop now.
Yes,
See, what does A contains? Your vector A, it is containing what?
yes, ma'am. So just I have.
Yes, you can, I think it should be. What is your answer vector, first of all? Yeah, so in answer dot pushback, you can directly write x dot second because what is the second part of your map? I mean, what is the value that is stored inside the map? Yeah, that is already a vector of strings, and we need to have that in our return answer. So you can directly push back that.
Got it, ma'am.
Yes, okay.
Now I can submit.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Now it is correct.
Okay, so did you understood the concept underlying?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you are nervous, right?
Yes, ma'am. Little bit.
No, you don't need to be like, it is nothing like that. Just relax, okay? All right. Can you tell me what is the time complexity and space complexity of this code?
Uh, Ma'am, it will take a time complexity order of n and space complexity uh, order of n.
Okay, so time complexity you are saying is order of n, right?
Uh, Time complexity, no, ma'am. It will take a extra time. Like if we are sorting the string, every string, it will take a time complexity of order of for every string order of s dot size whatever will the size log as n log n, and then
Yes, see, the sorting will take n log n, and
Yeah.
that sorting we are doing how many number of times?
N numbers, n into n log n.
Exactly. Let us say the size of the array is m and the size of the string is n, so it will take m into n log n. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear. Time complexity, all right. And space complexity, okay, we are using a linear data structure, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so is this question clear? Like, I mean, you were able to solve it, all right. Now tell me, yeah, that is all about. We were having two questions only. All right, so now you tell me, how much will you rate yourself on the basis of this interview?
Uh, ma'am, ma'am, I will rate myself 7 or 8, something near about out of 10.
Okay, so on the scale of 10, you're going to rate yourself 7 or 8. All right, okay. Let us now discuss some of the feedbacks. Yeah. Can you go to the the code part of majority element? We are discussing some of the feedbacks.
Um,
Uh, you can try opening the link that I have shared. The majority element. Yes, you can open that tab, the majority element.
Ma'am,
Open majority element tab. Yes.
this one. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, exactly. All right. So, okay, let us first discuss about this code. So, in this code, you have written the correct code. That's of course correct. But see, in interview, what happens is they, starting from the brute force approach, they want you to go to the most optimized approach. All right, if that is
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
So, if you are starting from a brute force approach, that's absolutely not an issue. All right. Interviewers want that only so that you can tell them about your thought process, that how from brute force you went to the optimized approach. Cool. See, here the first thing is you have used a variable r, right? Do you
Yes, ma'am.
think you could have named it something more meaningful? Because
Yes,
see,
ma'am.
what happens is,
Current
yeah,
value, like
yeah,
current
like what
element.
exactly, like I mean, what happens is, or you can maybe name it as your answer, because at the end of the day, r is our answer variable, right? You can name it as res or ans, okay, anything like that. See, whatever the variable names you are using, that must be suggestive, okay? So that leaves a good impression. Okay. Yeah, so
Got it.
that is there. Okay. And yeah, the code you have written is pretty much clean. That's there. But yeah, as I will say again, we interviewers need you to go to the most optimized approach. So there is a most optimized approach of this solution. Okay. That is known as the Moore's voting algorithm. You could have used that. Okay. You can just go through that algorithm that is there. You can use it. And it takes constant space and it runs in linear time. All right. So that is
Okay.
one thing. So yeah, rest other things are, yeah, okay. In the line number 25, you are doing a comparison, right?
Yeah.
Max is equal to
Yes, ma'am.
max of, okay. So see, in the line number 24, you have already written that if x dot second is
Yes,
greater
ma'am.
than max.
You can
Okay,
also
so we don't need
also
to,
write
yeah, we don't need that comparison there.
max is
You can
something like
directly
at
update
what
it.
second directly.
Yeah, exactly. You can directly update it. Okay. Now tell me, yeah, okay, this is about this. Now, when you use the sorting algorithm, that is one of the approach that you said me, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So in the sorting algorithm, you said that you will compare the count of adjacent elements,
Exactly, ma'am.
right? That will take another linear time when you will do the comparison.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now tell me, in the sorting algorithm, can we find the majority element without using the comparison?
Mentality without
Okay, let us give us a try. Open that doc, the doc that I have shared.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so write a test case. Wait, let me help you with that. Yeah, let us say we have test case given here. Okay. What will be the output after you have applied the sorting algorithm here? After applying sort. Yes.
Ma'am, after sorting algorithms, like it will be can I write?
Yes, yes. Write it.
My cursor is not working properly.
Okay, let me help you with that. Maybe you can just try to reload the page. All right, till then I will write the. Okay. Are you agreeing with the output? After sorting, we will be getting this. All right. Now tell me, in an array, how many elements can be there which will occur more than n by 2 times?
Mm, Four, ma'am. Here case.
No, not in this case. Like, let us say
Like
you are having an array of size n. Okay. So,
okay,
how many elements will be there in a general array? How many elements will be there which is occurring more than n by 2 times?
ma'am. There is only one element.
Okay, you are clear on that part. Only one element can occur more than n by 2 times. Okay,
Yes,
we are, see, if the question has been that how many elements are occurring equal to n by 2 times, then there can be two elements, right? But then we
yes,
are
ma'am.
discussing about more than n by 2 times, so there will be only one element, right?
Yeah.
So now tell me, if it is occurring more than n by 2 times, then is it true that that element will be present at the middle position of the array after sorting?
Ma'am, it will always present in the middle part. Like
Yeah, like
if it will contain the
n
more than
by
n by two elements, like so it will middle element always with the n by two occurrences of n by two element more than n by two.
Exactly. So, do you agree to this thing that n at
Yes,
n by second position we will always have that majority element?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we don't need to do the further comparison. Okay. After applying sorting, we don't need to do that linear approach again. Okay. We can directly get our answer by using this concept. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this thing is clear to you. All right. So, okay, see, on the basis of this code that you have written for the majority element, the code you have written was clean. All right. It was optimized as well, but it could have been further optimized, right? So,
Yes,
I will rate you like around 8 for that code. All right. Now, let us move to our second question. Okay. Yeah. So, can you please open that tab of print anagrams together?
this one, ma'am.
Yes. So in this one, I pretty much think that you were nervous at the beginning. Maybe that's why the correct approach was not hitting your mind, because you
Yes,
were very much near to what we are exactly doing, right? The idea was clear in your mind. You were having a good hold of the concept. You were clear on the part that we are storing the elements together, right? The
yes,
same
ma'am.
elements that are there, we are trying to store them together. So yeah, you were clear on that part. So that is there. But yeah, you don't need to be nervous. Okay, you need to be confident there, because see, interviewers treat them like your friends. All right, you are just there discussing some approaches with them. Okay, whatever approaches in your mind, just share yours with them. All right, and then you can start the coding. All right, and one thing also, when you started the coding, you said that you will first write the code and then you will tell me the approach. So you can try avoiding that. First of all, try to explain the approach. Okay, interviewer needs to know that what's running in your mind, because you can only write what's inside your mind, right? We
Yes,
first think and then we code. This is the thing, right? So we first think and then we write the code. So that is why just try to, explain the approach first. Try to be vocal. The more you will communicate, the more clear your thought processes will be. Okay, so you can do
got
that thing first. Yeah, first explain your approach and then write the code. Okay, so the code is okay, and as you have used two hints were given to you. The first was for the use of the data structure, and the second one was that how do we need to add it in our vectors. So you have used two hints, but it's okay, as you were able to reach to the conclusion. So they do count the number of hints that you have used. Okay, so
okay,
keep that thing in mind as well, that how you can use lesser and lesser number of hints. And also one thing, in the first question, I was expecting you to ask me a follow-up question, that whether the array is sorted or not. All right, you could have asked that. try to ask up the follow-up questions, because see, if the array is already sorted, then you can directly return the element which is at n by second position.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? If the array is sorted, then you will not have needed to do whatever frequency storing and all, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that is one thing. Keep that in mind. Ask the follow-up questions. Okay, try to clear up the questions, and also it leaves a kind of good impact that you are trying to explore the questions as much as you can. Okay, the more clear the questions will be, the more clear your answers will be, right? So try to ask up the follow-up questions, right? So in this
Got
code, as I've said, you have used two hints, but yeah, after that you were able to understand what I was saying. Okay, see, in companies what happened, we work in a team. So what is the main motive, right? So that teammates are able to understand what their other teammates are trying to say. So while I was trying to send you something, while I was trying to share any thought process to you, you were able to catch it. Okay, so that's a big plus point. So that's how team works. Members should be able to communicate with each other. So okay, so that was a plus point. You were able to understand my thoughts, you were able to understand the ideas. So yeah, on the basis of all these factors, I will rate you 7.5 for this code. All right, and in overall as well, I will give you 7.5 out of 10, right? So
got it.
yeah, your interview was good. It was pretty good. Some things you showed were great, and I really expect you that if you would have been little less nervous, then maybe you could have coded it more efficiently. So
Yes,
don't get nervous. Okay, it's just a simple thing where you share your thought processes, right? You don't need to get nervous. Interviewers are your friend there. Okay,
yes,
and
ma'am.
yeah, that was all from my side. If there is anything from your side that you want to share, then you can please go ahead.
No, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for a wonderful interview.
Yeah, okay, that was my pleasure.
Ma'am, I have a
Yeah,
question. Ma'am, what's your role change since you have joined to this company from beginning to end? Like,
yes, like I have recently joined this company, and I have joined here as MTS and mentor. Okay, so I basically take mentoring sessions, and then there are some MTS stuffs that we need to do, right? Like resolving issues, and sometimes like writing articles and problem setting. So that is the kind of works that we do here. And yeah, I must say there is an amazing work culture here. So I really enjoy working here. So yeah, that is there. And yeah, I hope you got something to learn from your today's experience, right?
yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
So keep those things in mind. Stay confident during an interview. Stay calm. All right, people are always there to help you. So that was all about our today's session. So thank you for being with us. So yeah, bye Abhishek.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're most welcome. All right, guys. So there it was the session. Okay, we had Abhishek with us, and I hope you all also got something to learn from the today's interview session. And also, I want you all to there's a link that was pinned in the beginning. You all can yes, so there's this link. Okay, you all can form this form if you want to take a part in this interview. All right, then we will be having you in our next interview session. So keep on practicing questions, keep on doing the hard work, and thanks for being with us today. Bye. Wish you a good day.